Welcome. It is November 20th. We are running 4 days behind schedule on getting the hunt taken down. Yesterday, we actually got the big 20-foot by 20-foot tent down. Had some errands to run. And then came home. We started getting stuff up in the attic. Didn't get finished with that until today. We finally got everything up in the attic that goes up gets stored up there. Got all the outdoor Christmas lights down, and then came out. The patio was a mess with Halloween puke. The backyard was a mess with Halloween puke, and we got all that cleaned up and done. The only Halloween puke I've got left is right in here. Yeah, I know, it looks like a mess. And actually, this is fairly clean. The mess you're seeing over there was right through here and all over that table, too. I've spent the last couple of evenings out here for a couple hours going through getting things cleaned up. And I finally got this area to where you can walk in it. I still got that to do. I'm not going to work on it tonight because I'm spent. But anyway, this is the start of the Twisted Christmas display setup. We're running 4 days late. We normally start about the 16th, setting the display up this year after what happened Halloween night and the mess that created. We were moving a lot slower. We've been pretty bummed. Sue-Ann and I have been pretty bummed out. And I know I haven't posted anything in the Halloween community about what happened. Though a few of you do know about it because you follow me, you follow my Haunted Tents page. If you guys want to know what's going on and what happened on Halloween and why we're so bummed out and running slow, go over to my Haunted Tents page and you'll see 3 or 4 posts about that I've done and a GoFundMe. You know, in other words, we got hit by vandals Halloween night and they did quite a bit of damage. But other than that, I'm not going to say anything. You can go read that and we'll cover that. But anyway, as a result, we're running slower, so everything is running late. We're just getting started with the Haunted Tents Twisted Christmas setup. And the display, which is normally on by Thanksgiving, won't probably be on until around December 1st. Sooner if I can get things done. It's going on 3, a little after 3 now. So I'm not going to get very far today, but at least we'll get started. Let's head out front and see where we can get to. Alright, we made it out front. Got my basic tools I needed. My nippers and extension cords and zip ties, a ladder. But here is the front yard. As you can see, no Halloween stuff, except for the barrels, and the barrels we use for during Christmas anyway. So, normally, once we get the big tent down, I bring the lawnmower. A couple days prior to bringing the big tent down, we put the lawnmower in my shop by the heater so it can warm up because it doesn't like cold weather. It's stored out in the shed with no heat, so it won't start. I didn't have room, as I explained, very much room in my shop. And, you know, to put the lawnmower, so I cannot mow the yard. And the yard hasn't been mowed since the 3rd of September. And it needs mowing in spots, and that it also helps pick up a lot of the trash and stuff. It's going to have to wait till spring. If I wait a day or two for the mower to warm up so I can mow before I do the lights, it's going to be well after December 1st before we get the display done. And I don't want to have to wait that long. So the yard's going to have to wait. Now we got the first tub out. Now last year when I packed this up, I got smart. I labeled the boxes, all the tubs, so I know what's in each tub. That one says Eve and Tree. That means it should have the lights for going around the Eve and doing the tree. Whether it has all the lights for the tree or not, I don't know. I'm hoping it has at least the top. I'm trying to get the ladder work done. Oh, and this year, usually at the end of each day, I give you a light count. I'm not even going to bother with light counts this year. It's going to be about the same as last year, a little over 11,000 lights, if I make it that far. Anyway, let's get going. I'm losing light. Well, not too terribly bad. We got the eaves done. And as far as light count, I'm not exactly sure. I know the big bulbs, the colored bulbs, There's 50 of them. I'm not sure how many icicles. Like I said, I'm not doing a light count. I'll give out totals if I know them, but past that. But we're done for the day. It is getting cold, it is getting dark, and the next thing that was in that tub I had out here is that tree. And we'll do that tomorrow. That'll be first on the list, getting that damn tree done. I want to get all the ladder stuff done if I can. But right now, I'm packing up, calling it quits. Tomorrow, next segment will be day 2. Start off day 2 with a shot of Kaylee. Get Kaylee on camera. But we're back out at it. Day 2 of the Twisted Christmas setup. I left you last night with getting the eaves done. Today should be that monster. I've got the same tub out here I had out last night that the eaves lighting was in. And I didn't mention, I labeled the tub that says even tree. So that means all that in there should be for that tree, I'm hoping. The bottom of the tree isn't all that hard to do. It's the top of it that's a pain in the ass. It's a series of 4 net lights that we have zipped together. I got to get them stretched out, plug them in, make sure all the net lights are working before I even try putting them up on top of the tree. But we're going to be working on that tree. Main goal for today is getting that tree done, and then we'll go on from there. Okay, still got some time. It's going on about 3:30. I still got about an hour and a half worth of light, but we got something else that came up. But we got the tree done. That was our major project. We got the net lights up around the top, which took a while. The icicle lights. We've got lights covering the branches down there and down the trunk. And there's almost around 1,000 lights on that tree. We plugged it in, they all work. Grabbed the next container and it had ARB on it, ARB, which was short for arborvitaes, these bushes here. I had 3 sets of net lights, one for that bush, and that bush. First one I did was that one, it worked. That bush and net lights were totally dead. So I need to go down to Home Depot and buy new net lights for that. And then I also had, and you can probably see the icicle lights up over here. We got that tub also had the lights for these arborvitaes, which run from here down to almost the front of the trailer. And with the way these things are put together and as big and bulky as they are, I could not plug them in before I put them up. I had to do it in stages. Ended up, I'm not even sure, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's about 14 panels of net lights all together. And out of the 14, there are 5 that need to be replaced. They have to be replaced. This panel here, from about here down to here, is totally dead. It's on the corner where people are going to see it, so that has to be replaced. I've got 2 more panels scattered along the run here that are totally dead. They need to be replaced. And the end 2 lights are working across the middle, but they're dead up top and they're dead down below. So I got 5 there. So all together I need to get 7 new net lights. So we're going to go down to Home Depot and do that. That's one reason why I'm calling. Well, welcome to day 3. It's about 8:30 in the morning. It's cloudy, it's cold, and they're saying rain with a chance of snow possible for today. So I don't know how long we're going to be out here. But Kaylee's out here with me, snooping around. So far, the only project that we've gotten done are the eaves and the tree. They're 100% done. They're just ready to plug into power. Did get that little arborvitae over there with lights on it. Now, yesterday, after doing that little arborvitae, we found the lights that went on that arborvitae and the one past it back there were not working. And then we had some dead lights up here. The lights are up, but today we're going to start out playing doctor. I got to get in here and remove 5 of the net lights and replace them. We went down to Home Depot last night and picked up net lights. I picked up 7 of them. Enough to fix the lights on there and get lights on the 2 arborvitaes. So we're going to get that done first off, and then past that, I don't know where we're going to go or what we're going to do next. But it's time to go play doctor with some bushes. Okay, it's almost noon. I got out here about 8:30 this morning. It was 20 degrees. It now just hit 29. It took 4 hours to warm up 9 degrees. But arborvitaes, I replaced the 5 panels in there. And I was actually, I do a panel, get frozen, have to go in the house, de-thaw for a bit, come back out, do another panel, go in the house and de-thaw a bit. So it took a while. Doing this arborvitae area should have taken about an hour with replacing the panels. But we got those done. And then that left me 2 more net lights to do. So we got this bush done and that bush done. So now we are totally done with arborvitaes. I have Morgan out here. Hello. She's doing a zip tie cleanup. My waste scrap that gets cut off from the zip tie. She's going through picking those up. Now, I brought out my next tub. And it's pillars, wall, and fencing. In other words, the net lights that go along the fence and the net lights that go along the brick wall. And then it also has the lights that go on the pillars, which I don't have out here for, so I can't put those up yet. But I do want to get both the wall and the fencing done today. And if I can get those done today, then we've got to get the haunt fencing up along through here. I probably won't do the lights on the haunt fencing right away. I want to try to get some other stuff done out here. I don't know, haven't decided that, and the haunt fencing is mixed in with some other stuff anyway, so. The haunt fencing is usually one of the things down toward the end I do, so. But anyway, on to our 3rd tub. Fence, wall, and pillars. Okay, it's going on about 3:30, almost 4. Didn't do too bad. Like I said, I got out here about 8:30 this morning. It was around 20, just under 20 degrees or so it was cold. Finally warmed up, like I said last segment, and got into work. Clouds blew in, and it started to rain. It rained for about an hour and a half. Everything is soaking wet out here now, and I've been looking out in it. But we got the wall done, got the fence done, and then we got the rest of the perimeter done. I got the haunt fencing up. So, majority, in fact all the ladder work is now done, except for that black wrought iron pole. I need the ladder to do the top part of it. And the large skeleton, which is going in over there. The large skeleton is going to be going in tomorrow. I've got to find the Santa hat and beard that goes on him. So I'm going to go in and look for that now, and I'm calling it quits for the rest of the day. Probably going to head out to the shop, try to get some of the shop, or try to get the shop finished so I can get my table put back together. But then tomorrow, like I said, we got the large skeleton to do, and now I've got to get the 2 projection screens in, and then we're going to start populating this area, getting the display stuff out. I'm not going to do anything on the fence right now. That's one of the last things I kind of do anyway. And I still need to add okay, I think it's day 4. It's either day 4 or day 5. But anyway, welcome. And talk about a role reversal on the weather. Yesterday we got out here, it was cloudy and 20 degrees. Today, or yesterday's high was supposed to be 33, and we only got up to 29. Today, my phone is saying 46, but the radio is saying 42. So it's a lot warmer today. We got some blue sky up there, and a few clouds here. I've been out here for a little bit, kind of putzing around, and we're just moving out into the display. And if you notice, I got the hands and the head out here. And it's because we're going to be moving the big skeleton out, which is going to go right there. So it's time to play with the skeleton. We've got to get that up. I've got a video screen there and one with the big skeleton I've got to get put in. And then I've got garland that goes around both the screens and the big window. Those are our main goals for today, is to get those done. And we should have no problem with it, with the weather being the way it is. I won't be running into the house every 15 minutes to warm up. So, should be able to get that done, and then we'll kind of go from there. It's a matter of getting Sue out here. And we've got to figure out where we are putting things, where things are going to be going. We can start getting, getting the display set up. That actually goes fairly quick. So we'll have to wait and see. But right now, let's get started on that big skelly. All right, end of the day progress report. Kind of all over the place today. We got both the projection screens in, that one there and that one over there. We moved it. It usually sits over by Tiny, in front of Tiny. Got the garland out, got the garland around both of the projection screens, around the front window, and we got the garland on the wrought iron pole there, minus its lights. We'll do those at a later date because they're in a different tub. And we got Tiny in. He doesn't look too bad. Looks way different from what he did last year, since I went and did my treatment on him after we got him down out of the Christmas display last year, but he's all good to go. And then we decided to play around. For years, that projection screen has always sat right here. And we decided to switch it up this year. We put the tree here, put the projection screen over there, and we're going to do something different with there. We're kind of switching things up as we're putting them up. But that's pretty much as far as we've gotten. Tomorrow, I've got to get out here. We've got to get lights and garland on that tree. And then I don't know where we're going to go after that. Probably just grab another tub and bring it out. We do have to start getting the different scenes set up. We have I think it's 8-foot tall Santa. He's going to go here in the corner with the barrels, and the barrels both get little Christmas trees on them. So we might go ahead and get him in. We've got the choir and their pillars to go in. We've got the bench to get placed. Several different little blow-ups and stuff that need to go into. We got to start dragging all that stuff out. And we'll do that tomorrow. So stay tuned. There is a tomorrow, I hope. Hey, welcome to day whatever. I don't know, but I think it's day 5. I forgot to grab, I've been out here for a while. I forgot to grab the camera this morning. But we've been working on the big skelly display. We got the lights on the tree, the garland. I got the 2 skeletons in. They just need their Santa hats, which I had to go up in the attic to get, along with 2 other tubs that we forgot to bring down. That was outdoor stuff. And we got the fire truck in. Now, once I get the 2 Santa hats in, we have our 8-foot tall Santa, which is going in over here in this area here, I think. And we're going to do Santa and the 2 barrels over there, which means I'll have to move the barrels over there. And then we got 2 small trees and those lights that go on those trees to get put on. So I'm not sure how far we're going to get today. Today is Thanksgiving, and by the way, happy Thanksgiving. Time you see this, it's going to be after Thanksgiving, but happy Thanksgiving all the same. But we're making progress. Display definitely won't be getting turned on tonight. So, oh well. Okay, another little display for the most part done. We got Santa and his 2 trees done. And it looks like, 'cause I hadn't checked the front of it, I got a mess up here. So I'll have to fix that. But I'm calling this display for the most part done. So now the next area we're going to work on is over here. Last year we did the choir here by this projector, and we had the carolers on this screen. We were going to put the choir over by Tiny this year, but we decided to move the projection screen, do something different over there. So we're putting the choir back here. Now last year we had the actual choir running along the fence with the conductor out in the grass. We're going to swap it. We're going to put the choir over there and the conductor over here. So now I gotta go get that stuff together and we'll get that done. Okay, it's not quite 4 o'clock yet. It's almost 4 o'clock. But it's Thanksgiving. I want to go in and spend some time with the family. So I'm going to call it quits. I should stay out another half hour or so. But we made some progress today. We got the skeletal choir in. And then we got all the blow-ups in today too. We got the fire truck, we got the large penguin there, we've got the Grinch over in the corner, the snowman, which was the last one I put up, and we got Santa, so all of those are set. Now I have a series of pillars. I use them both for Christmas and for Halloween, and they're adjustable pillars. In Halloween, I set them to a different height than what I need them for at Christmas. So I think I'm going to go spend a little bit of time in the shop, drag the pillars in, get them set for Christmas. So tomorrow, first thing, I can get out and get them installed. And they're going along the fence line with the bench tomorrow. So that's what we're going to be working on tomorrow, is getting those pillars and bench in. Then I can switch back over and start bringing some light tubs out. In other words, tubs that have lights in them, and start putting up more lights. So, but we are getting close to it. But anyway, guys, happy Thanksgiving.